In day 139, the poet explains about the benefits that we gain by being in the company of the good and the noble. He says that just by seeing or touching a devotee, what happens to us? All the merits gets accumulated. Therefore, we say, touch the feet of the parents, touch the feet of the master, touch the feet of the guru, because just by that sparsha, by that touch, we gain all the merits. Why? Why do you feel so? Because these devotees, they would have established him, the Raghuvara or Sri Rama or any deity, that established him in their minds with strongest determination. And there's no wavering in them. And because of that, constant devotion attached to the Hari, they're totally dispassionate about the world and the pleasures of the world. And they would have developed a very deep intuitive knowledge in heaps. In heaps, they would have gained that. So just by listening to such people, what happens? The doubts gets totally broken or it gets totally destroyed. Poetically, he says, Hari Bhakta Virakta Vijnana Rashi Jene Manasi Stapile Nishayasi Taya Darshane Sparshane Punya Jode Taya Bhashane Nasta Sandesha Modi. So, Hari Bhakta Virakta Vijnana Rashi. He says, Hari Bhakta means the devotee of Sri Hari. See, understand, Sri Hari, Raghava, Ram, Vishnu, all are same. So, Hari Bhakta, what happens? Because of the total involvement in Hari Bhakti, Virakti has developed Virakti, dispassion towards what? Towards all the worldly pleasures, gain and games. Because there is no place in his heart for anything else other than Hari. No place. No time. Whenever he gets time to Sandhyavadi, he says, Hari. Hari bhajana bina sukh shanti nahi, as it says. Totally immersed. And with that, what happens? The inner faculty, the knowledge of intuition, it opens up. We know our mind has so much of pockets, treasure houses, and we are using hardly 1 or 2% of it. And greatest intellectuals, they are using around 4 to 5%. With this Hari devotion, what happens is Vijnana, intuitive knowledge. What is that intuitive knowledge? Oh, what is that intuitive knowledge in this sense? It may be that all this is destroying and decaying, and only permanent thing is that truth, the self, that self I am. That knowledge gets established. How much? The intuitive knowledge. Rashi, he says heaps, heaps and heaps of intuitive knowledge. Therefore, when these seekers, when they say something, it happens. When they say Sukhi Baba, you will be happy. When they say Vidya Praptirastu, you gain knowledge. Think. Because there is an alignment in the body, mind, and speech, and when they say it happens. One way. Other thing, they say what happens. Intuitive knowledge, they know and they say. Other thing, they say it happens. Both are there here. And then he continues, Jene manasi sthapile nischayasi. So, Jene, those people means who? These Hari devotees, manasi, in the heart and in the mind, sthapile, they were established, taya, him, the Hari. How much have they established? Nishchayasi, with greatest determination, they have established Sri Hari in their mind, and with that, they have become totally devoted, and there is no place for any worldly pleasures. With that, they have developed virakti, means dispassion towards that, and with that sprouts vijnana, the intuitive knowledge. So, such being the person, look at the quality of this person who is totally immersed in Hari and developed intuitive knowledge and gained greatest dispassion because of their determination in the mind and in the heart about Hari. So, such people, if you see or touch, what happens? Thaya darshane sparshane punya jodi. He says, if you see such people, such person, your merits gets increased. The punya, the balance of the punya becomes heavier. And darshane, sparshane, just by touching them, just by, because the mind is totally pure. Just one touch. I know people, when saints touch, they wipe off with a tissue. Look at that. They don't know what energy is being pumped by that gentle touch, lovable touch, affectionate touch. They cure diseases by their touch. We have seen a number of cases where the person had a severe backache and they have met all orthopedic surgeons, doctors, and nothing happened. And then they went to a Mahan. And the Mahan, when the person prostrated, the Mahan with his heel, he kicks the back at the spine. Gone. That pain which was troubling them for so many years vanished with one touch from their heel. Narendra, when Ramakrishna's foot or toe touched him, what happened? He got transformed. My dear, you don't lose anything, I tell you. In case if a Mahan places his hand on your head, on your shoulder, pats you on your back, anything, Mahans, they have n number of ways of doing. We don't know, we don't understand. You can't even ask why. Because even if they speak, you can't understand. If you could understand, you would not have asked. I know Mahans who spit on the devotees. There are a person who had eczema, as he spat on him with that saliva, the eczema got cured. So these are all, I tell, these are all the byproducts only. You should not get stuck with this physical gain or that, this and all. We should aim for that. supreme, ultimate. I know some Mahans who threw chocolates from thin air just like that. You should not just go there for that chocolates. They bring out something from thin air, gold, chains, watches, whatnot. A number of ways. Each Mahan has their own way. There are Mahans who pelt, who throw stones at you, who slap you. And but their ways are different. But if you see, there's something good happening there behind. So taya darshane sparshane punya jage. He says, taya bhashane nasta sandesha modise. If you ardently listen to their words, all your doubts gets clarified. But remember, you have to listen with an open mind. If you listen with a prejudiced mind, trying to prove something that he is wrong or she is wrong, then it will not happen. So have faith, seek the saints' blessings wherever, whoever there is, and you hear of great no, just go there, be with them, nothing else. Don't ask for anything; they'll give you. You don't lose anything, but for a time. Or if you have that culture of taking some fruits, okay, you may buy some fruits for 50 rupees or whatever it is. In case if you think that he is a fraud and if you don't go and if he happens to be a real Mahan, then who is the loser? We have the losers. Wherever you hear of anything good, just go there, surrender. Worst to worst, you might lose some time and nothing else. In case if you gain, you will gain a bumper. Think of it. Stay tuned. Thanks for being with me.